I'm very lucky now to be able to be in this position where I can work in sustainability, and you can really have the impact because it's very much connected to the business. Well, my name is Leticia Kawanami. I graduated at HEC MBA in 2008. So I'm an economist and I started working in finance. But then it got to a point that I really was thinking about my career and what I wanted to do long term. So I decided to change careers and do something that was more related to what I originally was planning when I decided to study economics, which was to work with poverty reduction, inequality reduction. That's when I decided to go to HEC. I graduated in 2008. And did the career shift. So I went into consulting, development consulting. Then I changed jobs and I worked here in Brazil for the World Bank at the International Finance Corporation. Then I decided to move to Switzerland and I started working at the World Economic Forum. Then finally I decided to move back to Brazil. I moved with a company called Suzano. That's when I effectively was starting at sustainability department. And then most recently, a year ago, I changed jobs and I started at Cargill, also in sustainability. Yes, I think in any profession, you're lucky if you're working in something that you care about. What you dedicate your life to, I think it's important if you have some kind of passion about it. So specifically for sustainability, I feel lucky that I'm able to work in something that I care about. I also feel lucky that today this type of subject has become very important in companies, but also in governments. So it's easier to be able to influence when you know that this topic is very relevant for your CEO. It's also very relevant for governments. You have, I guess, more power to maneuver and make some bold choices that you need to do when you're thinking of sustainability. Well, certainly with the attention that's put into it, we need to think that it's going to be for the better. Maybe we're not going as fast as we should, or we're not making the big strides as we should, but definitely whatever we're doing today is going to have an impact tomorrow. So there's obviously space to accelerate and there's space to do more. And this is also part of the work that we do at Cargill to try to influence the sector, influence the other companies. But also I think we need to strike the balance of what countries in the north, like Europe and the US, are doing and what's expected also from countries in the south to really be able to make this difference. Each country and each region has to be able to pull their weight so that we can move faster together. One of the sayings that I always remember is that you can have everything but not at the same time. And sometimes you'll have to deprioritize one thing to be able to focus on another. Then as time passes, you're able to change that. So being aware that you'll have different periods of life where you're going to be focused on different things, I think it's important so that you don't want to do everything at the same time and also fulfill everybody's needs at the same time. It is very challenging. Nowadays, I think particularly for women, there's a lot of expectations, career expectations. You want to be successful at the workplace, but you also want to be a perfect mom and give everything that your kids need and spend the time for them. But it's important to think about your balance, and also if you have a partner, work with the partner to be able to share those responsibilities. And also at the workplace, I think nowadays more and more companies are also aware that people have a life outside of work. that doesn't mean that you're not going to deliver what you're supposed to deliver at work, but having these conversations, I think, is important. Be able to share what's the moment that you're living right now. If you need maybe some help from your employer, if there's something that your colleagues or your team can help you with, I think communication is key to be able to have a good work-life balance. Don't expect too much too soon, and especially you have to contribute so that you can get something back. The expectation that you're entitled to a brilliant future or that you're entitled to the best job, sometimes it gets in the way of really building something. And for that, you need a lot of hard work and patience as well. So I think that's the tip that I would give. But at the same time, enjoy every step of the way.